Welcome to the Business Buyer Diaries. My name is Nathan Platter. I'm a full-time employee, and I bought a business. I did everything right, from finding the deal, handling all the due diligence on 63 opportunities, and ultimately bought a profitable gym. And boy was I in for a big surprise as a new owner. I chronicled everything in real time, including the biggest wins to the stressful nights at 2 a.m. I'm sharing my journey without sugarcoating anything, so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Here's today's episode. Hello. Well, today's episode's gonna be a little bit different. I'm talking about entrepreneurism, what things work really well and what things don't. And it has nothing to do with the gym itself, but just like atmosphere and environment. So if you want stuff specific to the gym, nothing new other than the bank is starting to call like every 3 days. Had some rework done for the attorney and nothing new on that front. So if you want to hear about the business itself, move on to the next episode. But right now I'm in a work trip in San Francisco, and it's for the day job, and I'm trying to observe why the heck is San Francisco such a hot mess, but also doing really well when it comes to the tech scene, the startup, the environment of entrepreneurial endeavors. And here's some takeaways. There's no special order or list, but just things I'm acknowledging and want to take note of. So first and foremost, there's a heart of optimism. Right now, like, things are crazy. There's an area called Mission District. It's basically where all the homeless folks who are stuck on drugs are hanging out. And I always ask my Uber driver, like, hey, what's this area? What's going on with these people? It's always the same. Drugs, homelessness. There's just something going on. And yet, like, somehow, some way, like, the driver's like, yeah, like, this is still like the best city in the world, bar none. I'm like, how in the world? Do you see what's going on? They're like, nope, this is the place to be. So there's this, first and foremost, there is optimism. There is hope for a better, and that it's grabbable, that it's not unrealistic. Second is good weather and good environment. Right now, it's end of October. The weather is like 60 to 70. Every day, there's tons of sunshine, hardly a few clouds in the sky. People are outside. People are walking. There's a desire to be outside, get fresh air. And grant, a lot of the air smells like poop or marijuana or something nasty, but yet there's people outside getting fresh air, being out in nature, and getting that natural environment. So that's the second one. Third one is people are walking everywhere. People either like take the trolley or an Uber, but most of the time they're just walking. They're getting general physical exercise, either to work down the hill or to work up the hill, or both. But most people are physically active. That is going to only be beneficial and not harmful to your life outlook. Fourth, people are competitive. They see they need to do well and they need to be above average. And when everyone is looking to be above average, you over-deliver for what you're paid. And usually you end up getting paid, and then you over-deliver so you can preserve that. Granted, there are folks that are going to be stuck, whether it be an Uber driver, working fast food or something, but there's this desire to be above average, and they work to find the skills to get there, and they're not assuming it's going to be given to them. So that's another one, that desire for bigger, greater, and hitting something. Fifth, there's this self-care. So people are, I hate to use the term investing in their fashion, but people are investing in themselves. There's a little more attention to their nails, their skin regimen, their fashion, their attire, how they're perceived and received by the world. And granted, that can be such a negative, like, oh, they're so surface level, they have no depth, they only care about looks and appearance. Maybe not. I know back in the Twin Cities, there's definitely a vibe of, hey, I can wear my hoodie and my pajamas and I'll get by. And it's even more so in like the Rust Belt area. But yet here, there's a conscious effort to be fashionable, presentable, and caring for oneself. And that's noticeable. We'll do a final one here. People are very intentional about their diet. When folks are eating fast food or junk, they always talk about like what their rebound plan is. But in general, people are very food conscious, drink conscious, and whether they're doing drugs or they're just eating clean and healthy, they are acknowledging what they're putting into their bodies. Very intentional, not accidental. And so all that to say, from my speed assessment, I've been in California for like 2 days. That's my quick assessment. Overall, general optimism, a desire to be above average, conscious of what they put into their body, conscious about their physical activity, and being outside and getting fresh air, whether it's it's gnarly fresh air or it's clean, organic fresh air. Those are things I want to take away and bring back. You can do all of those things in Minnesota, Florida, Costa Rica, California. But if you can be in an environment that's more business friendly, we'll just pick Florida or Texas. If you can be in that geography, but bring those strengths, dude, you're unstoppable. And you can get people around you elevated and up to the level you want to be. So that's my quick takeaway. The team's running up for dinner, and I'm going to jump inside and Uber off for an evening of purpose and camaraderie and making sure that we're the best team that we can be. That's where we're at. That's where we're going. Let's rock and roll. This has been another episode of the Business Buyer Diaries. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I hope you're realizing that business ownership is no cakewalk. Check the podcast notes for a link to the DIY due diligence program, the complete list of show sponsors, and for media inquiries. Music written and composed by Wes Schrock. I'm your host, Nathan Platter. Join me again on the next one.